And we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And welcome to Let's Chat Live. So it's Tina Willis. Welcome to my business page. And for those of you who know me, and maybe for those of you who don't know me, I am an online business coach and mentor, and I help people set up a legitimate business in the online space. And it's about asking yourself, what do you want to change in your life and why an online business? So today I thought I'd pop on because I've literally just come back from the supermarkets. It is absolutely scorchio again. It's that bad actually that hubby's not even been able to work outside or do anything in the garden. He's come in, he said, nah, enough's enough, too much, too much. But I just had a very strange experience, and I can honestly say in all of my 63 years this has never happened to me before. So before I start on this today's topic, I've got to tell you this, guys. But I can see there's a few people watching, so let me know where you're coming from, let me know what you're up to. I'm just going to get a can of Coke, it's so hot. Excuse me. So yeah, so I went and did all my shopping. So I got we're going to have a couple of barbecues this weekend, so I got all the food in. I got all the drinks in, so I got some lagers and some ciders and some wine and stuff. And I literally came out of the supermarket and I thought, right, I'll put everything in the car and I will go to Iceland because they've got some lovely Slim and World burgers. So I'll get the frozen burgers. They're really, really nice for anybody who hasn't tried them. They're gorgeous. So I went from one shop to the other and I have to walk through a little pathway. Next thing is, out of nowhere, this seagull swoops down, grabs hold of my hairband, and I don't think, well, my husband's checked, but they haven't broken the skin. Pulled the hairband off my head and knocked it on the floor, and the force of the seagull was that powerful that I nearly went over as well. Hi Moitza, I'm just saying about my experience today. Honest to God, it did not hurt. Just on the back of my head here. And I suddenly realised it was the glitter from the hairband that must have attracted the seagull. But I've never been attacked by a seagull in my life before. Has anybody else had that experience? It was horrendous. So knocked my hairband off, went to the floor, and I was in total shock. Nobody came to help me. Nobody came to rescue me. They were all sort of just couldn't believe it had happened. So I picked my hairband up, I shook myself off and called this seagull a few names, and I carried on my way to the shop. And when I came out, I thought, right, I'm not leaving this hairband on. So I took my hairband off, but its baby was on the floor. And bear in mind, it's a big baby. And you know when they're shedding their feathers and stuff, so it was all like, oh, it looked cute actually. But I walked through and it was very near me. So the baby started yelping or whatever, squawking. Next thing is, the same seagull came down again to attack me twice. I couldn't believe it. So I literally ran to my car, got in, and just went home. But oh my God, my head is so sore. Honest to God, guys. So note to oneself, for anybody who's watching, do not wear a glitter band hairband that shines. Yeah, that was attraction. Definitely, Jan, that shines in the sun. And yeah, keep away from the babies. Just walk the other way. Honest goodness, yeah, could write it. But anyway, that's not what I've come on today about. I've come on today because I want to talk about how we think. You know, we are our own worst enemy, guys, and I want you to let me know what you think about this, because our thoughts create our beliefs, and our beliefs create our emotions, and our emotions create the actions. All right. Now here's the thing: so many people don't move forward in their lives because of the beliefs that they hold. All right. So, for example, I offer this opportunity globally, amazing opportunity, and so many people take action. Not because they're fearful, not because they're skeptical, not because they're doubtful, because they don't let that take control of their thoughts. All right. And some of you watching here might resonate with this. When you see something new, you're always a bit wary because there's so much noise out there, and we talked about this before. But the thing that stops, or the thing that's the difference between people, is there could be two people with the same fears, doubts, insecurities, what if, what buts, and all the rest of it. One will move forward because they don't let that take control, because their thoughts are like, no, I can do this. And they move forward in their lives and succeed. And then the other person doesn't go anywhere because they let that fear, that doubt, that skepticism, that insecurity take over and take control of their thoughts, and it stops them. And it's so sad when that happens, because they'll get to the end of the year, or the end of the following year, or the end of the following year, and think, do you know what? I've not got anywhere in my life. I'm still in the same shitty job. I'm still in the same crap surroundings. I'm still in the same poor relationship or the same financial state, because I've not done anything, because I've stopped myself moving forward. And the old expression is, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Because you're believing the thought that comes into your head. And this is, I really wanted to talk about this, because even when you start an online business or start anything for yourself, you're always going to have those little thoughts popping in every now and again. That's always going to be there. But it's what you do with them and how you control them. And so many people out there, even people who are in this business, start thinking, well, I'm not good enough as that person over there. I'm not doing as quickly as she is or he is. I'm not clever enough as them. And they start comparing themselves, and the thoughts are taking over their heads, where in fact you should never compare yourself to others, because your journey is your journey and your life is your life. And you'll get maybe men who think, oh, it's only women that can do this business because they've got the emotions. I couldn't do that. I can't put myself out there. I can't be as good as that woman over there because I'm a man. I've got to be a certain way. And again, they stop themselves moving forward because of all those doubts inside of them. So how do we change that? And if anybody got any ideas, put it in the chat today, guys, because I want this to be a bit interactive. Hi, Kamala. How do we change those thoughts in our head? How do we work on ourselves? Because those thoughts are repetition. Those thoughts are the same thoughts we have every single day, and we repeat and we repeat and we repeat. And when you keep repeating those thoughts in your head, the brain's going to start believing it. So whether you think you can or you can't, you're right, because the brain's going to start believing it. So if you come from a place of fear, of doubt, of insecurity and skepticism, and keep telling yourself you're never going to win, the brain's going to keep believing it, and that's all you're going to get in life. Nothing. But if you tell yourself every day in every way, I am successful, every day in every way I can do this, every day in every way I am going to change my life, the more you repeat it, the more you say it, the more the brain's going to believe it. So again, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right, because repetition is key, guys. And it's the same when you start the business, when you branch out and you get into it and you start all the training and you start learning about everything. All those thoughts are going to keep coming in, and it's what you do with them. Because here's the thing, the day you start something new, you're here, all right? And the more you learn, the more you keep crossing that bridge and you keep going forward. And sometimes you might pause to take in the view, to assess yourself, or you carry on. And when you carry on, you realise that before you know it, you've crossed from the start of the bridge to the end of the bridge, and you've changed your life just by taking those small little steps every single day across that bridge. Boy, how would that make you feel? How would that make you feel to know that you've actually done it without even thinking about it, just by taking action every single day forward? Hi Linda, good morning to you. Henry Ford was right. He was, Jan. Absolutely right. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're always right. But you can change those thoughts. And that's where I come in to help you. Okay? So within our community, I am very much mindset focused. I am very much law of attraction focused. I am very much focused on helping women and men globally to change their lives, to go from corporate life to breakthrough, from burnout to breakthrough. But it doesn't just happen with this business model. This business model is amazing. You have to have the mindset with it, and that's what comes with the package when you become a business owner with me. Because again, two people can have the same tools, they can have the same systems, they can have the same processes, they can have the same everything. One will fly, one will stay stuck, and that's purely because of what they think and their mindset. And you have to work on yourself as well as work on your business. When you work on yourself first, everything else follows. Everything follows. So it's about flipping the switch, guys. It's about saying to yourself, if you ever get those thoughts of those fears and those doubts and insecurities in your head, say, do you know what? That's a load of BS. Where did that come from? Why am I letting that hold me back? Because you are not in control of what's going to happen in your life. You never will be. You haven't from the day you were born been in control of what's happening in your life. Life just happens. You cannot control the outcome of anything. As human beings, we try to, but you know what? It doesn't work. So you might as well just let it up to the universe. But the universe will only meet you halfway when you take action towards what you want to be. You never know if you're going to be successful. You never know if you're going to win, fail, lose, succeed. You never know. The only thing you can do is go from here to here by short steps of action every single day. And the beauty of this business community is that you will never be alone. It's that old expression, you can go far alone, you can go further together. So what are you going to think today, guys, about yourself? What are you going to change your beliefs, your thoughts, your actions to become? Because, when I look at all the women that I am helping globally, when I look at all the inquiries that are coming through from the UK, from Australia, from New Zealand, all those inquiries, when I look how many people want more for their lives than just the Groundhog Day, it blows my mind. So life is there to be lived. And I want you to think about that. And for anybody who's going to watch the replay or watching live now, take that chance on you guys. What else have you got? Do you want to stay stuck where you are? Or do you want to do something to change it? And don't let that fear and doubt and insecurity take control over you. You are stronger than you think. And I will be with you 100% all the way. So I just wanted to pop on and let you know that. I'm going to carry on drinking my Coke now. I'm going to bathe my head a bit because it is a little bit sore after that chuff and seagull. But I hope you enjoyed today's live, and I hope it made sense and you know where I am. So if you're watching the replay, just comment in the chat, learn more, or comment, I can, and I'll be there to greet you. Take care, everybody. See you all soon. Bye for now.